Good evening. Uh, Catholic schools in Raheny in Dublin. Um, I'm glad to say that the three schools in Raheny, St. Paul's Secondary School in Sybil Hill, Raheny, a secondary girls' school in Raheny, and then the national school in Raheny have voted by a large majority, 80%, to stay under the Catholic under the Catholic faith, and they have to be congratulated that they didn't go down the slippery slope, where the Catholic faith would be weakened if even wouldn't be taught. And St. Paul's in Sybil Hill was a Vincentian secondary school of high class and great results, and a STEAM school or college, and they all did well. I remember, because I know that area. Though I'm not living in Dublin now, of course, I'm living in County Meath. So it was great that, and the secondary girls' school as well will be still Catholic, and a national school. And more power to the people in Raheny that voted in such large numbers to keep them Catholic, and they were quite right. Mr. Aidan O'Riordan calls himself an Irish name, but he doesn't practice the Catholic faith that Ireland was famous for. The Island of Saints and Scholars. No, he was a headmaster, I think, in some school in Clontarf or East Wall or somewhere like that, and he was anti-Catholic and made I won't say a virtue, made it one of his platforms. And of course, he's a member of the Labour Party, and they're kind of socialist, and the same as some of the other parties in the business, the Social Democrats and all these ones. They wouldn't be supporting the Catholic faith and life, that type of thing. They suffer from some kind of anger for some reason. Deplorable. But Mr. O'Riordan stuck his snout into it and talked about division and this, that, and the other. He wasn't happy that the people voted in such large numbers, and a few old disgruntled anti-Catholic bigots wanted to change that and go along with Mr. Aidan O'Riordan, TD, or whatever. A disgraceful position to have. You live in Ireland, Mr. O'Riordan. If you're so anti-Catholic, why didn't you go to some place where you'd be most welcome? Communist China, for example. So I have to congratulate Raheny, and I hope other Catholic colleges and schools in different parts of the country take the same course as Raheny, and I believe a lot of them have. But this Minister for Education are these ones that want to put people down a road that they don't want to go, and they're trying to organise and orchestrate it in every devious way that they can. Yeah, they're not governing for the good and the welfare and the spiritual development of the Irish people and children. They're doing quite the reverse. And I think they're a disgrace. All those parties in Dáil Éireann, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Labour, Sinn Féin, all pro-abortion and pro all the rest of it. So we don't support such views. And 90% of the Catholic people in this country that practice their Catholic faith don't support it either. But you're doing your best to try and deny people their birthright as baptised Catholics, even those that are lapsed. They still have principles, we presume. So well done, Raheny. 3 cheers for Raheny. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. And I hope other places do the same as what Raheny has done. Bye now.